Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It is me, Sonia.elsie here. I actually haven't filmed a video in like a little bit, so sorry about that. I'm just dealing with the overwhelming responsibilities of being an adult, and sometimes it stresses me out. So, what's up? Today's video is going to be a mukbang because I want to. I made some fettuccine alfredo from scratch. I did make a video on this, I guess, sort of, so if you guys want to check it out, I will link that video down below. But yeah, I haven't filmed a video in a little bit, sorry about that. I would recommend that you guys make some food as well, and if you are eating with me, comment down below what you are eating, or comment the last thing that you ate down below, and yeah, let's get started with this mukbang. So basically, I could not be fucked to do my makeup today. I would say that I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I feel like the only people that complain about me not wearing makeup are like 35-year-old guys that subscribe to me because I posted like a lingerie try on haul video one time. So it's like, it's not really the demographic that I'm really trying to appeal to, but it's the demographic that gets upset anyways. That was so good. But anyways, guys, I had a couple ideas for stories to tell in this video. I was like, I could talk about the crazy babysitter lady that I was working for, or I could talk about my haunted apartment. Let me know if you still want to hear about the babysitting lady. I just felt like that story wasn't that exciting, so I'll postpone it. Every time I talk about my apartment being haunted, like, weird shit happens. I think it's because I'm just bringing attention to the ghost or whatever. I don't know, but anyways, we're gonna talk about it, and after that I won't talk about it in my apartment because weird stuff always just seems to happen, and it's really fun. So anyways, I have lived in this apartment for almost 2 years. My lease is up in January, and I'm still trying to think if I should stay here or if I should move maybe to somewhere more quiet, because I do live in Hollywood and it's crazy. The energy here is a lot. There's always just someone yelling in the street. And also my downstairs neighbors hate me every time I film a video. They are pounding on the ceiling, which I don't even know like how they get to it so quickly, but it's like, what the fuck? Anyways, as you can hear, there's like cars passing by all the time. So I feel like my apartment is like low-key haunted. Nothing crazy, but just very low-key. This apartment has been around since the 1950s, so it's had some time to gather some people. It's had some time to gather some people and, you know, all that stuff. So there was one time that I had this really vivid sleep paralysis dream that there was a man in about his mid-30s that this is what he looked like, who said that he died in this apartment from carbon monoxide poisoning. And he was like telling me this, and he was just like, hey, like, I just explaining it to me. It was really weird, like how he was, you know, when you're dreaming like weird shit, I don't know. Anyways, he told me that he died from carbon monoxide poisoning in this apartment in his sleep, and he was really upset about it because, you know, he had family that he wanted to visit, and he told me he was like a businessman, and I was like, wow, that's intense. So just not, I don't know how to explain it. Like, this isn't like a dramatic story, but just a few weird things started happening. My friend came over who is really religious. I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but he's really religious. He believes in like ghosts and stuff, but more on the spiritual or the religious end of them. Like, they can be, they're from the devil, I don't know. So my friend crashes here because he needs a place to stay, and the next morning I let him out at about 6 a.m. Literally, he had to work, so I just got up, let him out, and I come back home to the smell of gasoline coming from my stove. And I was like, huh, that's really weird. So I called my friend and I was like, hey, did you cook anything this morning? He was like, no, I literally just got up and left, like, you saw me. And I was like, yeah. So I was like, okay, that's really weird, because I just gotten up. It was like 6 a.m. I don't cook in the morning because I don't really eat early in the morning. But I just knew that I hadn't cooked anything that morning. And I knew that if it had been left on all night, like, I would have smelled it, noticed it, or something. So I had no memory of turning it on or anything. I was like, you know, it's really weird, like, so that happened. Nothing else really happened for, I think, a couple weeks. And then the same thing happened again, where I think so I just went downstairs to take out the trash, and I came back upstairs. The hallway smelled like gas, but not too badly. And, you know, I could see that one of my things was on, and I was like, okay, that's weird, but it could have been me. I could have bumped it. Even though my trash can is not next to the stove or anything, I could have just bumped it on the way out. Whatever, left it on. So, another time, I don't know exactly where I was going, but I was gone all day. And I get out of the elevator, and I smell gasoline as soon as the elevator opens. And I'm like, okay, hopefully that's not for my apartment. And just to explain what I mean when the stove is on, if you guys have a gas stove, you know that, like, you turn it on and there's gas, and then when you turn it on for a certain amount of time, there's a flame and it ignites it. When I described that the stove was on, the flame wasn't on. It was just the gas part, which is dangerous because it releases the gas into the air and fills up the air with gas. Not good, because it's not burning, it's just filling up air. Anyways, so I smell the gasoline smell as soon as the elevator door opens. And I'm like, uh-oh, because I knew that, you know, my stove, I was assuming that I was the one that was leaving it on an accident, because I was like, this ghost thing, like, I'm still skeptical, you know? So, I come back home, and all 4 of my things are turned to on. Like, 4 of them. Okay, sorry, there's someone walking by. And I was like, okay, first of all, I was kind of panicking a little bit. I turned them all off. I opened all the windows. I turned off all my lights, because I was Googling. I was like, if you leave your stove on for too long, if there's any small spark in your apartment, like, or your house or whatever, everything can catch on fire or something, I don't know. But I was like, oh shit. So I opened all the windows. My apartment was really hot inside. It was like 83 or something, which didn't really make any sense, because, I mean, not that I don't leave my AC on when I'm gone because I don't want to waste resources, but I felt like it wouldn't be that hot if the flame wasn't on, so that was really weird. It freaked me out that all of them were on, because I feel like in order to turn them all on, it takes more effort, you know? If you can leave one on by accidentally bumping it or something, but for all 4 of them to be on was just a little weird. So I actually messaged my friend on Instagram, who's like this spiritual tarot card reader guy. I've never met him in real life, but I was like, you know, I feel like he would not judge me and answer this question and not think it's weird. So I message him and I'm like, hey, so I had this really vivid sleep paralysis dream that this man died in my apartment. Excuse me. And recently my gas stove has been on, and he told me he died from carbon monoxide poisoning. And yeah, so I'm kind of scared that this ghost is trying to kill me in my sleep. Like, I don't really know. So he messaged me back and he was like, you know, it's actually a very common thing for spirits to mess with the gas stove. It's usually not harmful, but, you know, he was just telling me about that. I was like, cool. So there was one night that the same friend came over. This is gonna sound so crazy. But I was telling him about this weirdness, and we started hearing like clicking sounds from the kitchen, which could have just been my refrigerator, but it was still weird. So he was like, oh, like, you should try talking to the ghost. And I was like, okay. Let's do it. Let's talk to the ghost. That would be crazy if there was a clicking sound now, but there isn't, because I'll explain the rest of the story. So there's a weird clicking sound coming from the kitchen, and he was like, oh, maybe it's a ghost trying to talk to you. And I was like, okay, cool, let's try talking to the ghost. So I turn off the light, and my friend is kind of telling me what to say, and I'm just saying these things to the ghost. I was like, I'm calling him the ghost. Maybe there's not even a ghost, maybe I'm just crazy, but in theory, if there is a ghost, I was talking to the ghost. So I was saying things like, if you want someone to talk to, like, I'm here. If you need help going to the other side, I'm here. Like, you don't need to bother me here. Like, someone else lives in this apartment now. You know, it's time for you to move on, and, you know, you're welcome here. I'm listening to you, but I think it's better for you if you're able to move on and, you know, go to where you need to go. And it was so weird because whenever I would ask the ghost, I would be like, if you could give me a sign that you're here, that would be awesome. Sometimes I would hear the clicking sound again. And I don't, you know, it could have just been a coincidence, I know, but it was really interesting. So I was just saying things like that, and like, I felt really weird during it. Like, I kind of felt nauseous, and I also felt my apartment get so cold. Like, my kitchen was really, really cold. I had chills. My friend was just chilling. I don't know if he felt anything, but I still felt weird that I was doing this with him. And I just kept saying, like, I was trying to be encouraging. I was trying to be nice. I was saying, like, you know, I appreciate you contacting me in my dreams, but I think it's time for you to move on, and, you know, there's better things out there. The afterlife is much better than being here. Just trying to say things like that. And since then, this might be a coincidence again, I haven't had, like, the stove hasn't been turned on or anything. Which, again, disclaimer, could have just been me accidentally turning it on, but it was just a bit too weird and a bit too, like, I don't know, for there to be anything. So yeah, anyways, I'd like to think that I helped a ghost move to the other side of wherever life is, but I don't really know. I've talked to a lot of my friends believe in spirits and all of that stuff, and a lot of my friends don't. I mean, I do because of weird experiences I've had. And I just feel like with how complex life is and how complex everything is, I don't know, there has to be another realm, like more things out there than just what we can see. I think humans are very flawed in that way, that a lot of people think that the only things that exist are the things that we understand. A lot of people really think that if something is different or if something is not something they are experiencing or seeing, that it doesn't exist. Excuse me, sorry. So anyways, I was talking to another one of my friends who believes in this stuff, and she made me this necklace also. Oh my god, I'm wearing it. And she was saying her mom is very intuitive and that spirits like talk to her a lot in her dreams. And she was saying that one of the reasons why maybe spirits contact certain people is because they'll pay attention. So if there was a spirit contacting me, maybe they were doing it because they know that I pay very close attention to my dreams and I'm very intuitive. And I don't know, so I'll see, like, you know, obviously some of my dreams I'll have and I'll just be like, bitch, what was that? But other times I'll have a dream and I'll be like, interesting, maybe this has some symbolism, maybe I will think about this later on. Okay, I don't know if you guys hear that, but that's really weird. Like, there's something shaking in my kitchen. Also, let me just give a quick shout out to all of the new subscribers I've gotten from my lingerie try on haul video making its yearly rounds. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. I don't appreciate all the comments on all of my videos asking when I'm gonna make another try on haul video, because it's not gonna happen unless the company wants to sponsor me. But yeah, so anyways guys, I'm heckin' full, but thank you so much for watching this video. If any of you guys are spiritual or anything, you know anything about ghosts, dealing with them, what your dreams mean, I would love some I don't know, advice on what to do when another ghost hits me up. Oh, another thing that happens sometimes is when I'm live streaming, so I always use this filter that covers my face with these like cat whiskers. I don't know, I think it's cool. It's probably not cool, but you know, I think it's cool. And it gives me cat whiskers. Sometimes it will show up just like behind me or on my chest, which is weird. It might just be a glitch, again, might be a glitch, but it's still weird, so I'm like, one thing that I did notice was that it would show up in my kitchen sometimes. So my bed used to be arranged differently, and I would sit on my bed and live stream and just have it like, you know, showing behind, and sometimes it would pop up in the kitchen, and I have yet to see it pop up behind me when I'm streaming anywhere else, which is like, I haven't seen it, you know, if I'm streaming right here, it hasn't popped up, so I'm like, huh, that's weird. It could be a glitch, but it also could be it face detecting a face that cannot be seen by my eyes, but maybe can be seen by my phone. If you're a ghost, HMU, like, I'll talk to you, it's all good. But anyways guys, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below if you believe in ghosts and if you have ghost stories, or if you don't believe in ghosts and if you think I am freaking crazy, that is okay as well. This could all just be a weird coincidence that I'm putting together in my own head. That's like, half of me thinks that. But yeah, anyways guys, love you so much, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Love you guys, bye!